So for people who don't have an awareness of even these upgrades happening, okay, this might be a tell. It's like all of a sudden someone, for example, I have a client who was saying this one person used to trigger her all the time, like just drive her bananas. And then interestingly, he came to visit her for a whole week and he didn't bother her at all, not triggered whatsoever. And she was able to have conversation with him in a very neutral way. Her resonance has jumped so that she can hold her space with him and just have a totally different relationship with him because she's had such a big jump in her frequency resonance. Does that make sense? She's jumped up in her resonance.
Yes.
So things that trigger you that no longer do, like really just like you're like, you know, they really.
That's a good telltale.
That's a good telltale sign.
Yeah.
Or people will experience change in their physical bodies, right? The pain will disappear. Things that bother them, like maybe they had digestive issues, now suddenly don't. Or, you know, these things that seem like kind of like miracle kind of things.
Yes.
Really, honestly, it's your physical body upgrading to be able to sustain a change that's happening on spirit level or mirroring a change that's happened on spirit level.
That makes sense. I just recently had an experience where I was feeling like really off and kind of depressed, which is not a usual feeling for me for no reason. And my fiance was like, well, why don't you do a GFC? So I threw it on. I was even having really bad stomach pain at that time. And it was only 20 minutes, right? I passed out in the middle, you know, in the middle of the day and woke up, no stomach pain, no depression. Literally, sometimes it can happen
quickly.
Right after a GFC like that, right?
It can happen right after a GFC. It can happen after an IFC. It can happen a couple days later.
Cool.
But it's around that. And the perfect thing about what you just described is you fell asleep.
Yeah.
So a lot of people worry about falling asleep.
Yeah, they think it's not good.
It's not good. Like they're not doing it. No, I'm like, no, let yourself fall asleep.
Yeah.
Because you can actually move faster when you're asleep in a way. Because your mind isn't getting all in there thinking about things and getting all bogged up with whatever. It's
you kind of like get out of the way.
Exactly.
Now, I know you had said it's good to listen to something, a GFC, over and over until you don't fall asleep.
Yeah.
Till you're conscious throughout the whole thing.
Yeah.
But it is good to go through that sleep cycle first.